everybody. Welcome back. Today we are reviewing The Bachelorette.
Yes.
And they are in Minneapolis today.
Yes.
So, super exciting.
But for those who are new,
welcome to our channel. We invite you to subscribe,
like,
and comment down below your thoughts on today's episode.
yes, and
But yes, so they are in Minneapolis, and she invited them all out to a park, which I didn't really think was necessarily. But she invited them all out just to let them all know that she's going to go on a one-on-one date with one person.
with Joe. And
Now,
she
which I
walked
knew.
away.
Now, first of all, I actually knew she was going to choose Joe because one, they're both from Minneapolis. Two, I'm sure she wants to see him in his element, and she likes Joe, so I wasn't surprised.
Was he on that date when she felt unnoticed?
I believe so, but Joe is not somebody who really talks like that or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he really stays in the background. He's a real humble guy or whatever. So I'm
But
not really.
Rick wasn't there.
No, he was not.
Rick wasn't there. Who was the other one that had a one-on-one date with her that day?
I think it was Martin.
Okay, so yeah,
But yeah.
Martin wasn't there either. Yeah.
But yeah. But Clayton, he got the first hug, but Joe got the first date. So those two men they're both my boys.
Yeah.
Brandon was like, "Oh, I know she's gonna pick me."
I know, Brandon.
but,
don't get all prideful.
I don't think it was prideful or cocky because I think he just said it out of excitement, as in like hope. But oh my God, it's back on. We'll be back. To address Chris before we talk about the sweet date between Michelle and Joe. This is. Please watch. Y'all go watch Tayshia's season. Watch the whole thing and just focus. Don't focus on Tayshia. Focus on Bennett and Noah. Just focus on them.
Oh, yeah,
because this is the same thing, but this time it's not two-sided. It's one-sided.
Like obsessed, though.
It's very actually scary. I'm actually creeped out from this little couch I'm on.
Because he was like, and I
went out on a limb for her. Like,
and
I told her the truth that she wanted to hear.
Yes.
She didn't ask
She
you,
did
Chris.
not ask you. And what do you mean? That's what nobody wants to hear. That anyone has it in the bag. Like, feels like, oh, they got everything in the bag. Nobody wants to hear that. And for him to say that, I'm just.
But like, he did it because he wanted to put himself in a better light. As soon as he did that, he was like, "Oh yeah, I got this in the bag." I mean, because she gonna trust me now because I'm the one who exposed him and stuff. And he was acting. He was like doing what he had accused Nate of doing.
Yeah. It was very creepy. It's almost like when someone has done something really mean to you, and they're like, "I mean, I did this for you, baby," and you're like, "Huh."
But it's also like when it's
very creepy.
It's like somebody goes and does something, like you said, they do something evil and then they say, "Oh, I did it for you," or whatever. Or like, when somebody does you a favor, like, you go and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna buy my woman like maybe 10 acres of land or something like that, or whatever." It doesn't have to be to that extent. It could be, "Oh, I took her to the spa, right?"
Yeah.
But you never do anything good for her.
Yeah.
And then one day she come home and she's like, "Hey, look, you owe me sex. You need to come cook me this. You need to go and pay for my bill because I took you to the spa last week."
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I know, so it's just like...
I gave her what she wanted, and she has Nate on a one-on-one, you're like...
I'm sure she wants to go on a date with Nate because she wants to figure out what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised, but I am
also,
sad.
I think that he saw, like, a connection with them. And so it's really bothering him.
Who, Chris? I'm sure it does.
So that's what it is.
But that complex...
you had said... From the very beginning,
I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always just tell when somebody isn't right in the mind.
Yeah, you said something about him. But, you said you liked Joe. You were still liking Joe. I think for me, because he ghosted her, I'm still stuck on the fact that he wasn't interested then.
But we don't know why.
Now.
But the thing is, we don't know why he ghosted her. It could have been many reasons.
He said why. He said because of the whole George Floyd thing that happened, in their backyard. And you know, and that's why, you know, it was a really hard summer and all that stuff.
When that was going on, I really didn't want to talk to anybody personally. I was very hurt by all that stuff.
Yeah, but a year has passed, though.
He probably forgot to mom because they weren't talking like that. He probably really didn't even know her or whatever, stuff like that. So I don't want us to hold that against Joe, because it takes a big man to, after you ghosted somebody, to come on on national TV. And even though you ghosted them before, come on national TV and say, look, I know I did this before, but I am actually I want to actually really pursue you. And do that on a level like that with 20 other men. If he didn't really want to do that, he could have just texted her or whatever, something like on the sly or whatever and stuff. He didn't have to do that. And it's not like he's been on here acting like an ass. He hasn't. He's been actually humble. He's been quite reserved. And he has not been trying to put himself out there like Chris S. or any of those other people who have just, you know, been a Jackie. I don't want to hold that against Joe, because there could have been a number of reasons. Maybe he just wasn't really there at that point. Okay. Or he wasn't even looking for anybody at that time.
This part, they just showed something that there's some segment of this that deals with depression. So turn it on. Okay. And we have to turn.
Sold on Joe, and I don't care what nobody says.
It was quite very lovely, actually, very lovely. Those.
I see what you do for other people, Lord.
Don't worry. But yeah, that was really nice. It was so nice. Just
that date was everything. I think that was my favorite one to date.
That was hot. That was hot. You mean the favorite one?
My favorite date so far. I just thought it was so nice and so genuine, and to see that he's not somebody who is reserved and actually does not give a damn about becoming unreserved. He is somebody who is willing to open up, and he actually he's been through stuff, and he actually opened up to Michelle and let her see a different side of him. You can see he was trying so hard not to cry, not to let that out. He really did not want to go there.
Lay that burden on her.
Yes, but like what he said,
really trying. But then she started crying.
Yeah.
You know, and he had like these injuries. For those of you who do not watch it, he had these injuries on his foot. You know, the metatarsal, those are like bones in your foot, and he had it on his left foot.
And the surgeon screwed him over.
Yeah, and like just all of those bones broke at one time or other, and the last surgery, the screws that were put in were too big, and so any kind of pressure he puts on it, when he jumps up and down or whatever, it just really just shattered even bigger bones. So on his leg and on his foot, and so it was like he was never going to be the same in basketball. And just like when you have had, you know, like because you start playing basketball when you're really young, like by the time you're 5 you're already playing and you're already in teams and all that, and then all of a sudden what has been your identity is no longer your identity. What do you do when what you thought was your identity is no longer there? What do you lean on? Who are you? You know? And that's really hard for so many people, you know, even people who have to stop working or whatever you have your identity as, and then that's no longer there. Who do you become? You know, who do you become? And so he went, I think he said he went to therapy, right? He had to go to therapy. And he had a lot of anxiety and, you know, depression. But more than that, before he even started, he didn't really say depression or anxiety. But Michelle talked about what she was going through. And she was crying also before he even started crying. And I think that really, pushed him over that edge of just trying to hold on to that control. And he was able to let go and cry. Not any devastating cry, which I was hoping he doesn't do, because then he's like, have you totally healed from this or not? Yeah. But he did, you know, shed a few tears. And he did say that his father, he has only seen his father probably cry once or twice.
And he's more reserved than him.
Right. And so, you know, he's reserved. But I'm happy he did shed some tears, but then he got a grip, and you know.
But he said something that was very poetic. And he said some of the best things in life are on the other side of fear.
Yes.
And I think that's such a testament to the fact that, in life we may be afraid to push ourselves to do certain things, like,
to be a success.
Yeah, and you're just like, you don't know if this will work, you don't know. But, I mean, how do you know if you don't, jump and take that leap of faith and not have that fear? So that one I wrote down in my notes because I need it in my life.
Because in the face of fear, you either do one or two things. You either run or you find the strength to go through.
Yeah.
Even though you're afraid, you find the faith to go through. Yeah. So on the other side are the best things, because those best things came from faith, came from strength, came from perseverance, came from belief in yourself. So,
that's a good one. But Michelle's back on. We'll be back.
Back on.
Oh, and Clayton won, y'all. Clayton won. Country strong. Country strong.
She knows.
Ooh, kiss on the lips.
Ooh. Clayton fine as hell.
Cleaned up and had that ready.
Oh my.
It hasn't been fun for me. And to be honest with you, there's some things in my mind I'd love to speak with her about.
Huh?
So I would love the chance to talk to her about it tonight. We'll see if that happens. I hope so.
Clayton.
Brandon. Where's the guy he's kissed?
Clayton. Oh, hi y'all. I'm sorry. Clayton, listen. Michelle, release that man if you don't want him. Release him. Because there's somebody who do. Her name Miriam. Okay?
Okay.
What?
Funny.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Oh.
You want to take it away? Let me go find this man's Instagram.
Okay, let us talk about the show.
Oh,
but that was really, oh my God. I mean, like, Brandon put the whole head of the herring
That
fish.
was nasty. What if they were vegan? Why y'all doing that to the men? Eating raw fish?
And Chris S. was just like, I forfeit. When
he had to arm wrestle Olu, I bet you forfeit. They made him wear the donkey ass. I'm not surprised because he been acting like a...
Yeah, he has been acting like a donkey. I mean, why do we even have to insult the donkey? He's just been acting.
Well, there's some story, I think, in the Bible or the Quran about the donkey. That's why he sounds that way.
The sound of the... Yeah, doesn't like the sound of the brain of the donkey. Okay.
I think the donkey was punished, just like the pig was punished or something.
No. The donkey wasn't punished. It's just the sound that they make. Yeah.
I thought there was a story about that in one of the religious books.
Definitely on the pig. But yeah, the donkey is just the sound of the donkey. Like the doesn't like the brain of the donkey. God doesn't like the brain of the donkey, which means that he doesn't like someone bragging, like a braggart. That's what it means.
Oh my God! And Chris S is talking about how he has some more concerns.
I know.
He would. I mean, who else are you gonna rat out on? You gonna rat out? He
Michelle.
Wants to rat out every single body until she sees him.
You know something? I think he might rat out Brand. No, well, Brandon said that in the confessional, right?
Yeah, he said it in the confessional. He didn't dare say it around the snitch, Chris the snitch, or snitch the Chris. Which one y'all like better?
Only if Chris was eavesdropping. When Brandon was like, "Oh, I think she's gonna choose me for the single date," right?
I think he's gonna try to hammer in home about Nate again. That's what I think he's probably gonna try to do.
Oh, because Nate's got that
one-on-one.
Yes,
if you don't like that
is so true. Because I was thinking, I said he's not gonna try anything with Clayton. I think he has a healthy fear.
Yeah,
for Clayton.
A healthy.
I see already.
I mean, Clayton.
He will knock you out.
Mama said knock you out. But yeah.
LL.
Cool J.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Chris is up to this, and the thing is, you can't snitch your way to the top. You can't.
Yeah.
And just the reason why she don't see you is because maybe she gets weird vibes from you. She just had to deal with Jamie, and now she's having to deal with you. And you
always have something to say.
That's why she gave you the rose last.
Talk about yourself, Chris.
He can't do that.
Just find something about yourself.
Stop talking about something weird about this man.
How you have the short end of the stick. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop playing victim. Just talk about yourself. I am sure you can find something interesting about your life.
I don't think so.
Share that with Michelle. And then let her make the decision whether she wants to continue with you or not.
I think there's a couple people she has definitely friend-zoned it.
Who
Chris,
do you think?
I hate to say it, but my African brother, Olu,
Leroy?
I don't know. She hasn't given him a one-on-one yet.
She has not.
I know he cried with her and everything, but she didn't kiss him.
She hasn't kissed him yet?
No, she has not kissed Olu.
Okay.
So I think her next move would be to see, because I know she has to let go of some guys. So, I mean, I would think that she would give him a one-on-one at some point just to see.
Well, if she already has a friend zone, then she probably
won't.
Yeah. Ooh, it's on again.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Michelle's...
Damn! Brandon, why you ruin it? He said, home. I know you ain't kissing my woman. I'll be back. And then, Brandon, every time.
He has some stuff that he's like.
I know you have to follow your heart, but like, I'm truly like investing in myself. You feel so good.
And Brandon and Michelle are. They go into a little corner to make out, child.
She has to hide.
Because the kiss is so pat. Look, he kissed her on the forehead.
He's so caring.
I really like Brandon. I really like Clayton. I really like Joe. I don't know.
We have to start getting rid of some people on our list. At least one person.
I only have 3. 4 actually. I have Brandon. I have Joe. I have Clayton. I have Brandon. I have Joe. I have Clayton. I have somebody else. No, I do not.
She really likes Joe and Clayton.
No.
The only person I have is Brandon.
No.
Come on now.
Mom, police. You have 3 other men.
No, I don't. Rick and Olu. I have to.
Well, we have to listen to Chris. We have to listen to Chris. We'll be back to argue. Clayton got the rose and the kiss.
Brandon is like.
Oh.
Right now.
And Brandon's like, what?
Chris is about to flip the table.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna say goodnight to you all.
But at least she said something about Brandon, right?
Yeah.
And Brandon, you know she like you, but she can't give you rose every time. He said she did.
Thank you for me coming out and doing what I did last week, or like things that I told her.
Brandon looks a little upset.
She speaks with every single person but me. Like, that is crazy to me. And so I still have a lot to say to her.
Congrats, man. How you feeling? It means a lot, man. Like, I don't know. I gotta process it, but I'm just very, very happy.
Chris, you have something to say. You can smack in your lips, so. I mean, I don't have much to share.
So you might as well. You smack your lips.
I wanted to speak with her tonight about certain things. Didn't get the opportunity, so maybe I'll talk to her tomorrow.
What kind of idiot are you to not show her special attention on a date? I mean, we are literally here for her, but I'm fearful of another performative display.
No! Oh my God.
Because if you thought he was desperate last week, he's way more desperate this week.
I like Casey. He was with his gray hairs. Okay, listen, y'all. Chris is insane. He is a psychopath.
He actually has mental problems.
Mental problems.
Oh my God, I don't even know what else to say. What do I have even have
this
to
man,
say?
okay, hold on, wait. Let me just say one thing. Okay? Let me say this real quick. he is talking about Michelle, talking about she has not come up to me, she has not talked to me. All the guys are going to her, you idiots.
Yes.
Every single one of them went to you. But you, with your short man complex, want her to go to you.
And
you are a grown-ass man. Men are supposed to pursue women, not the other way around, okay?
You are an
idiot. That's going to be the caption today. You are an idiot, okay?
I mean,
you want her to go to you,
and
yes, but you know why he didn't want to go to her? Because he wants to go and show his ass at the rose ceremony and ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, he wants to do another thing. But you know what I hope Michelle does as soon as he comes out?
Walks his ass out.
I wish she says, Chris, go back and lie. I wish that what she said. Chris, no, don't want to hear anything. This is not your moment.
Take your ass to the back of the line. Take it to the back of the line.
Stand behind Nate over there.
Yes. Get thee behind me, Satan.
I know. Oh my goodness. This man waited until she walked in and sat down. And then everybody was there except him.
No, but Michelle was like, are we missing somebody? And then he comes strolling
with his drink very slowly. Sits away from her.
No, I think he was watching somewhere in the corner because he came out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So he wanted her to see him. Like, yeah, you ain't talked to me today, but see me.
You know what it is?
He said, I did you.
He kept on, while she was there, he kept on going. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
He kept on saying stuff like, I was like, what? He wasn't speaking loud. And then when it was over, what did Brandon, Brandon don't take no play. Brandon is like, yeah, you have been smacking your lips all day. Why don't you just get it out?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I ain't got much to chance
say.
to talk to her, but I'll have a lot to say when I get a chance.
Tomorrow. Which is a rose ceremony.
As if he's trying to threaten them too. And Casey was looking at him like...
He said, we're having another performative stuff again.
Yes. He's like, he was desperate before. He
really desperate this week.
So hold on to your britches, boys.
Oh my God.
Chris S. has officially lost his
ever-loving mind. Yeah.
It's almost as if he feels as though Michelle owes him something because
that's
he
exactly what it is.
First of all, you lied about Nate.
Yes.
You lied about Nate.
Yes.
And you did the same thing that you accused him of doing. And then, so why should she say thank you for a lie?
And if you didn't realize, if you didn't know where she was, let me just remind you of something. She gave your ass the rose last time. So that's what she thinks of you.
She did not
appreciate it. And Jamie did the same thing and turned out to be a liar. So if you could not read the room, you would not have gone and done that stupid crap.
He cannot read the room. And if he couldn't, when she, and then he was upset because she didn't talk to him after she went and hugged everybody as she was leaving. She kind of just pushed him to the side and walked behind him.
Yeah.
So, she's really, she can see
Michelle ain't no fool. Y'all don't play with Michelle. Don't y'all play with Michelle.
She's a teacher and an athlete.
Yes. She is very observant. She can see a snake when she see one. A short snake.
Eyes. Yes. You cannot pull the wool over her eyes.
Let's go sit your ass down somewhere.
We'll
be back.
We will be back.
Past what she knows deep down to be true, maybe that's why she's been hurt in the past.
Where's he
I
going?
want the best for her.
So Chris S. has decided to go and stalk her.
We don't know that yet.
Wait, have ever? Really?
Oh my God.
What did she say?
He said, "Is this one of your favorite dates?" He's like, and she's like, and he's like, ever? And she's like, she didn't want to say it because she's on camera, but.
She wants somebody to make her feel seen and show up.
Please don't tell me the production staff told him to go and do this.
Is this man really?
I think he has mental problems.
God help
us all.
Crazy. If there was a best case scenario, this would be it. 100%.
Wow.
I feel like it's bringing soon.
Hey, can I please speak with you for one moment?
What?
Just one moment. It's important.
are you?
He must be on some good stuff. He
What
needs to give me
drugs
some of
are
that.
you taking
no,
at
don't
night?
Give me some of that. I don't want to be psychotic.
This idiot!
My God,
This
he
idiot! Idiot! How can you say idiot in French?
Scallywag.
Scallywag!
Nincompoop.
Nincompoop!
Why?
What this man
Chris?
left he is obsessed with Nate, and it's a one-way relationship here. This man went and he picked himself up. He put on his little black leather jacket.
Went
he
up
put,
the escalator.
he put
had to run up those stairs because the escalator wasn't working, the one in the middle.
he put on his size 4 shoes and decided to walk.
Size 4 shoes. That is size 4.
Size 4 shoes, and decided I am going to go
God.
and like embark
This man
on her
is-
whole
oh my
entire
God.
dates with Nate. I'm upset because I mean, looking at the time, it does not look like we're going to get to the rose ceremony. There's only 36 minutes left. There's no way they're going to be able to fit it in. But he actually left his little
is
apartment
so
to go.
ridiculous.
They never in the history of Bachelor Nation have somebody gone and intruded on a date.
Actually, it did happen. Remember Matt's one? Remember that girl who was crying? And when she ended up leaving, remember that crazy nutcase in Matt's one? He was on a date. She went crying and said she just had to see him and whatever. And
Victoria?
No, she ended up leaving. The girl, she had like a dirty blonde hair.
Oh yeah.
Remember her?
That was one of the girls that he was interested in. Yeah, Sarah.
And yeah. He reminds me of her, but she left. She actually told him she had to go, right? But you remember she had an excuse. Remember,
But I think her dad was sick
yes.
and she didn't want to
So,
leave, and then he died
yeah.
or something. So she had a legitimate
she
reason.
was-
This
there
is
was a
not
reason.
justified. This is not
person-
justified.
Well, let's.
This
take
is
a
not
breath.
justified, Mom,
No.
because listen,
Let's
nobody
take a
has
breath.
died in your
Maybe-
life.
I know,
No
but
one
we don't
has
know.
died, Chris. There's
know.
no reason for you to embark
I
on
know.
a date unless somebody has died.
Well,
You,
Marianne,
Mom,
let's take a
he
cleansing
decided.
breath.
I took my cleansing breath. Okay. He decided to go on Nate's date. To go and
oh my
ruin it.
goodness.
He has been talking about Michelle on the one-on-one. Say, you know what? You ain't gonna give me one-on-one? F it. I'm gonna go ruin your one-on-one with Nate. And I'm gonna show both you fools that I am the head
he
chicken in
is
charge.
Really questioning her decision.
You are looking like an ass.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I don't know. Maybe somebody's dying in his
God.
family. I don't know. The last time this happened, the person's father was passing away. Now, for
I literally
him,
can't even breathe.
I don't know what's going on. Let's take a few cleansing breaths. I can't even. The oxygen just got away because
I am done cleansing. I'm done with Chris. Somebody
Chris.
cancel this man. Get him off the show. I don't want to
Hopefully,
see him no more.
This is, you know what I hope for? I hope Nate keeps his cool.
Nate
I
is
don't
looking
think
like he's
he
about to
will.
lose. He said, I know this mother effer did not just come on my date. He was like, you want to talk to her? This was Nate.
Yeah,
He looked him up and down like he was some wash rag.
I hope Nate just calms down.
And Michelle was like, huh?
And Michelle.
That is a red flag. Oh my God.
Ooh.
I'm done talking because I'm actually getting a headache.
Chris,
My head
yes,
is pounding
yes.
from the
I
amount of
know.
stupidity that has just
Yes.
occurred in my
We
life.
have to stop it.
We got to go.
Yes.
Live reaction.
Please speak with you for 1 moment.
Hold on.
Just 1 moment.
Hold on.
It's important.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay. I'll be back in a second, okay?
Okay.
I would have told him no. I'm not rewarding bad behavior.
Nate is.
Look at him.
We're heading.
Are you okay? Nate is like drinking his little water. People are like, what are the people doing? Oh, they're following it.
They had to get the camera off because
Just breathe, Nate. Breathe, Nate. Nate, breathe. Okay, so what's going on?
Hey. I feel really insecure being here. I felt
Look at
really
her.
disappointed last night. I didn't get the chance to speak with you. And to be honest, I felt really played by the whole situation.
Played.
The
before the rose ceremony.
Played?
I said what I said, came from a place of honesty, and I don't know what happened after that. You came down, you sat next to Nate. 2 days later, we proceeded to give him one-on-one. I felt like what I said had fallen on deaf ears, and I came to say that I warned you,
Huh?
and I don't want you to make the wrong decision.
Was not expecting anybody to show up, let alone Chris S. Wasting some time that I could be having with Michelle right now.
No, just
I
breathe.
have no clue what's up with this. You interrupt her, you speak over her, you call everybody BS, you don't capitalize at the group date, and then you interrupt the one-on-one to talk about me. Like, I have no idea what's going through her mind right now.
Okay.
I was kind of caught off guard with how you approached the situation
Okay.
when you spoke at the cocktail party, because you did speak for me. But when you spoke about it to everybody openly, that's where I was struggling or frustrated.
And why did you put a fake smile on at the group date and be fake with me all day if that's what was on your mind?
You talked about the effort, you talked about the attitude, you called everybody else out on their BS. And walking into the group day in the stadium, you didn't have a good attitude. You looked like you wanted to be anywhere but there.
I just felt really foolish about the whole situation.
I do appreciate you wanting to look out for me, but also at the same time, I can speak for myself, and
Yeah.
I want a man who is going to stand and support me when I speak, and not a man who's going to speak for me. As a female of color, there's a lot of situations where people speak for me, and my voice isn't heard. I'm empowered when I can speak for myself. I also have to be confident in myself to make decisions for myself. Ultimately, I do feel like we're not necessarily on the same page. I just don't see this relationship progressing, and so I do need to walk through that.
Bye, loser.
No, we're not gonna waste time.
Yeah. She gonna walk you out on Nate's one-on-one date. Suck on that. Dusty. She didn't even walk him downstairs. Oh, she looks down on him.
From a genuine place of concern, I also felt like he was trying to control that decision that I was making when this is my journey.
Not his, I know.
I thought it was very powerful what she said, as a woman of color, she's not heard, and that some people speak for her. That thought was very
At this
powerful.
point, if I get heartbroken, then that's on me.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot. I've learned what I want. I've learned what I don't want. And I'm gonna follow my heart. I apologize.
Don't even need
I
to.
did not want to step away from you.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you know, it wasn't the relationship for me, and I figured that it was best to send it home.
I know.
Bye, loser.
Bye. I know Nate is like, look
It's
at
just-
him. You went to
I
go
don't know
get
what
kicked
it is
off.
that you guys talked about on that side of things, and I don't need to know. It's not my business. It wasn't the issue for you, and I need to apologize.
Yeah, it was hard. You know, when somebody speaks out against other people, you know, this whole situation isn't easy. But in the end, I know that I'm very capable of making my decisions. And I mean, I feel like the chemistry that we have is undeniable, unlike anything that I've ever felt before. And today meant so much beyond belief. Nate really accept this phrase.
Most definitely. Yeah.
He is so ecstatic that Chris is gone. Nathan is for earrings.
Nate wrote
Okay.
Because he trusts me in making my own decisions.
He is grinning.
Look at
He
it.
is
He said,
cheesing.
yes, sir.
The last time I saw him cheesing like that was the very first time.
Yeah.
Today has been an unbelievable day. Even more special than I could have imagined.
Oh, fireworks.
Don't let Chris S have to see that from his ride home to the airport.
Definitely.
He'll be like, damn,
Damn.
This is easily somebody I can see genuinely wanting to.
I just don't know about Nate.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
He hasn't.
She
hasn't
was
opened
vulnerable.
up, which she obviously feels very safe with him.
My
Because
thing
this is
is,
the
I
first-
feel like this is made, like you said with Rachel, you know, on that season, the one who has the braids, who, you know, she was with Peter and then she was with Brian, but she kept on saying that, you know, I've been with many Peters in my life, but I want to be with Brian.
Yeah.
I think this relationship may be familiar to her. You know what I'm saying? Where she's giving more than she's receiving. She's been more vulnerable with him than he has been vulnerable with her. And that is my concern, because she was just like, I know this the point of this date was, one, for you to ask him the hard questions. I didn't really see any of that.
Yeah.
Two, it was for him to be vulnerable. I didn't really see any of that.
She let her friends ask him the hard questions. Right?
Well, I mean, but they
he
really
did
just
not
talked
take,
about other men in the house. I mean,
no,
you're supposed to be
but
talking about Nate.
No, he did not take the bait, which I liked that about him. I like the fact that he did not take the bait and start sitting down to talk about these men. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He did not do that.
Well, Chris already did that for
And
him.
and then he also told them something. He said, like, I trust her. She makes her own decisions for herself.
Yeah, I
So,
like
you
that.
know, it's not about what I think about the men, right? It's what she thinks. So
Yeah.
I liked that about him. He came through when he commanded. The other way he came through for, you know, the difference when I remember when Rachel was with Peter.
Mm-hmm.
She never really was able to really just talk to him about herself, about her fears, about her past, but she was able to do that with Brian. So obviously she felt safe with Brian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm actually very surprised that Michelle, because she hasn't opened like this with anybody.
Yeah.
In terms
even
of
some,
a
even
past
Nate was
real-
making some face like, oh.
I,
He was like,
I know, that's why, you know.
he's like, oh wow, you strong.
No, well, you know my
And
stance.
Nate was like,
You know my stance.
he didn't know if he was ready for it or not.
I always say the women is not everything.
You gotta tell him
this
some
man.
things you can take to your grave, and
You
that's
know,
okay.
Especially when it comes to past relationships. But it seemed like, and she was
Mm.
getting very emotional about it, and he looked
Scared. Shook.
No,
What's
no,
the-
no, Maria, but you say that.
You didn't have to. You said it with his
um,
eyes. He said it with his eyes. He was like,
he looked perturbed. Just a hint of worry, right? Like,
and a hint of, I need to get the hell
No,
up
no,
out of
no.
here.
like, oh wow, snap! He went through all that. You know, I mean, at one point he had to shift and put his ears real close as though he couldn't believe all that he was hearing. So,
And then
but,
he went, especially when she said I couldn't keep food down. He was like, huh?
wait, hold on, wait. She was on a relationship. How do you get to the food? You know, his eyes were saying a lot of things. So I don't know if.
Oh my god.
And she couldn't read the room. I mean, at that point, I think
she was so deep into her little
pain,
story.
right? She was into the pain, right?
Yeah.
But I have never heard, even on the last one with Matt, she never goes deep about herself like this. Something that really, really hurts her. Apart from the one where she said she wasn't seen, right?
I mean, she might be safe.
But she said that to the group. But I feel like she obviously, there's something about Nate. And she always says there's this chemistry with Nate, right?
But also she might be blinded because she likes him.
Because she feels this stuff with him.
That she's like, let
And
me
then
open up. But he has not done the
But I
same. He
don't
has
know,
not
he
been
hasn't-
vulnerable.
Yeah.
Joe has been vulnerable.
But she hasn't asked him. That's the difference.
She did ask him on the date. She said she wants to ask him those tough questions.
But then she
said
she
that she wants. She was like vulnerable. So tell me about you. Somehow it got about Michelle. I'm still lost. Now how we got from Nate to Michelle?
Well, obviously she wanted to share. She has been feeling some feelings.
We need to get to know men. That's the issue, women. This is how men use stuff against you. You go, you tell him everything about you, and then he uses it against you later. Or use it to show you how he's the perfect guy. This man has not. I don't even know what this man's last name is. Do you?
I don't know anybody's last name, but
joking. I don't know if this man got sisters. I don't know if he wears white socks or black socks.
But he wears earrings.
He wears 4 earrings. That's all we know. Nate and the 4 earrings.
I'm having chest pain. Okay, turn that off.
Back. I can't. I don't want dusties. The days of women accepting a man to do nothing but dish rag work is over. If you men think that women want to have to work 10 jobs, give you sex, then go take care of the kids, and then cook, you better go smoke crack somewhere else, because it's not happening no more. It's not happening.
But gone are those days where I think, and I'm
women
so
are
happy
so
for the
sick
women.
and tired of having to do everything while men don't do nothing. Martin, you better wake the hell up. A woman is not high maintenance if she expects what God expects a man to do, which is to provide and maintain, not just financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and all that stuff. A man is made to work. He is made to provide. Exactly. If you don't get that, you're not a man. I said what I said, and I'm not saying it again.
Well, also, if you are not providing, you are not protecting, you are not sheltering, right? So when you don't provide, you're really not protecting your family, right? So you're not doing a very primal, important work that men are to do. You certainly can't expect a woman not to have 10 jobs. Let's just do the one job, take care of the children, take care of the home, and expect her to do it. I mean, I think those days are gone. I think a lot of women,
that feminist movement stuff y'all try to sell us is BoJack Turkey.
Yeah, well,
and we don't want that life no more. Yeah. Okay?
So,
no, women do not want to have to do all this stuff. It's not fair.
This is what concerned me about Martin. It's not even, I know that there are men out there who are dusties, right? We all know that. But there are a lot of men out there also, though, who take their role as men seriously. I think that there are a lot more men who take their role as men seriously in terms of, I work, make money, and make sure that we have a home, put in a home where it's a good school system and all of that.
And I'm good to my wife and kids.
Yeah, there are more men than the dusty.
We have definitely seen that.
Yes.
Especially in our family.
I have seen that more than I've seen dusties. Okay, so I'm not even going to worry about the dusties right now. The thing that bothered me about Martin.
Well, that's not the first red flag, though.
Remember, he was the one who started gossiping with Jamie.
And now he was gossiping with Chris. And they tried to take Jamie's side in the hot tub with Michelle.
And then now he's saying, he first started with her to say that, kind of accuse her of going from guy to guy and saying the exact same thing to each of them romantically, which is a lie. And
Matt did that.
Does not, and you know something? He does not get that from anybody there because nobody has told him that. Then he says, you're not one of those women. And she's like, what kind of woman? Oh, high maintenance women.
Why, because she's black?
Says, wait, no. That's not even it. Because he's Hispanic. And what I find is people of color, whether they're black, whether they're Hispanic, people of color, this is what I find. There is a small sect of dusty men who don't want to do what they're supposed to do. The number one thing, which is provide for the family. Okay, these are the ones who don't even want 50-50. And these are the ones who expect you to do what she was saying, that women are not falling for anymore.
I'm not your superwoman.
Yeah, but this is what he says. He says to her that, and then she said, well, what is high maintenance? And he says, "Oh, a woman expecting a man to,
Do everything.
do everything, like pay all the bills and all that stuff."
She started laughing.
And then she laughed. And then she asks him,
She was like,
wait, and then she said, "What is a high maintenance man?" He couldn't give her the because if you say this is a high maintenance woman, what is the high maintenance man? The high maintenance man.
oh my God, there's only 5 roses.
So yeah. Anyway, we'll come back to this. Oh, Queens, okay.
I'm actually done. I have nothing to say.
I don't know what to say. You know, it reminded me of when Merla said, "I want to stay with Gil." But we will see what happens tomorrow. But hey, let me tell you something. First of all,
I don't even want to know.
I'm
I'm actually checked out. I'm checked out. You know, Michelle, I had faith.
Okay, remember we went on a roller coaster with Tisha now. Tisha took us on a spin. Yeah. We went to all kinds of places with Tisha. Michelle, for some reason, this woman likes Martin from the beginning.
I don't know how she let this man stay there.
I'm going to tell you something. You know something else? Not only does she like Martin, she has liked him from the very beginning. That is number 1. Number 2, Michelle, I don't even know what else to say. She likes Martin. And I think, you know what? I'm going to tell you something else. You know what? I think Michelle, when Martin is telling her all these things, she feels like he's keeping it real, right? And he's not lying to her. And she is, oh my goodness, she is forgetting. Like, not because somebody is brutally honest with you, that means they are for you. Now, you remember you were saying that you thought Nate seems familiar to Michelle? You know who I think? It's not Nate. Because she was able to feel safe with Nate and open up to him. You know who feels familiar to Michelle? Martin. All those relationships she has had where the guys she has liked the guy more than they have liked her, that represents Martin. Okay?
I just want to say something, and I have nothing else to say for today. Yeah. What? Just hold on, wait. Just give me 2 seconds. I don't get. Hold on, wait. Mommy, no. I have to say this. I know, I have to say this. I will say it today, wallahi. My thing is, Michelle, I know Mom said that it feels familiar to you, right?
Martin feels
what
familiar.
Connection do you have? Because me and the whole...
The abuse connection. When the people were mean to her to the point that she could not eat, she was having tummy problem. The stuff that you told Nate that shocked the bejeejies out of Nate, that is, you feel that with Martin.
Okay, hold on, wait.
And that's why she's chuckling.
No.
She thinks it's a good relationship.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's familiar. It's
Michelle,
not good.
Michelle, Martin is the red flag, okay? He's the red banner. Okay? You see this? You see this? I'm waving it today for you because I am putting out the flag on the plate.
Michelle is chuckling.
It does not make sense. You guys, nobody sees a real connection between you and Martin. If you get with Martin, you'll be working 5 jobs while he be sitting his ass home at the couch. He'd be the housewife. That's what he'll be doing.
He will say, babe.
You a strong woman. You a strong black woman. You can't handle it.
You know what I can see him doing? He'll say, don't get high maintenance on me now. I bet you that high maintenance thing, the fact that she chuckled, her boyfriends have called her that. The ones who don't want to do nothing. The emotionally abusive one. That's Martin.
I really cannot.
She feels very comfortable with him.
How do you let Martin stay over Casey?
Because she has
Casey, who has actually been looking out for you. And is so mature and so down to earth. How do you get rid of Casey? How do you get rid of Leroy? Well, I know you get rid of Leroy because you friend-zoned him. I thought Ulu, Leroy, and Martin were leaving. But you let Martin stay.
Yes.
You let Olu stay, which I'm happy, African brother. Ooh.
Mm.
But
You know
let
something?
Casey go and you let Leroy go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually
Let me tell you
disgusted, and I'm actually going to bed.
She
I'm actually done.
She likes Martin. Martin is familiar to her. In her past relationships, they call her high maintenance and all of this. So, you know, hey. All right, well.
Anyway,
another
I'm done.
time of the Bachelorette.
Another
Hopefully,
headache.
Michelle will come to her senses. She will see the lights. I don't have a light to flash for her.
The lights was dead tonight. Nobody. The light was off and nobody was home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, she will find it somewhere.
Not in the darkness, you will. Anyway.
Okay. Well, that is it. Thank you for joining us. I am Amma.
And Mary.
And this is Mary.
And I'm
She's
done.
a little, you know how it is.
Anyway.
Join us tomorrow.
We are watching Ready for Sight. It is the
reunion.
reunion. Y'all, wow, come back to life. The pepper, the spice, the paprika, the cayenne pepper. It's all going to be there. It's going to be sprinkled. It's going to be sprinkled. Snaps. Listen, y'all, let us know. I don't know. But I was thinking maybe we should do a live. Like, get live on YouTube or something. If you guys want that for us to do that maybe one day, comment down below. Yeah, like, we can all watch the show together on live and we can go back and forth. If you guys are interested in that, let us know. And comment down below, okay? But we'll see y'all tomorrow. Comment down and please do not forget to subscribe.
Oh, and comment.
And like,
share.
Goodbye.
I was like, what?
That was your turn to say your part.
Oh,
anyway,
got you.
comment, like, subscribe, and share to all your friends because we're going to be here every single week.
Alrighty.